doesn't have a lot left, Larry.
Julio, tienes que jugártela este round.
You've got to go for this round.
Toca la campana y metiendo golpes ahí,
When the
Julio, si
bell
no, no
rings,
van a
you've got to
robar.
go. Throw your punches.
Tú lo puedes noquear todavía, Julio.
This is the last round. The whole fight is right now.
This round depends on needing now. Need this round.
No, the fight is hanging on this round here, Mel.
This is
Okay, champ, this is the last and final round.
Man, told you.
Already called you.
Now, you want to be champion of the world? You want everything? Vamos, campeón, vamos.
Come on, champ.
Julio, tú eres más fuerte que él.
You're stronger than he is,
Tú
champ.
eres más que él, vamos.
You're more than he is. Harold, how do you have it?
Larry, 9-2, 108, 101. Meldrick Taylor, I think he's on his way to a unanimous decision.
If you're a fight fan, get ready for 3 minutes of high drama now. As a desperate and determined Julio Cesar Chavez tries to take out a fading and battered Meldrick Taylor, who has completely dominated him through most of the fight. Both of Taylor's eyes are closing. The blood continues to flow from his nose and his mouth. But if he stands up, he wins.
And he's a warrior. Look at him. He's trying to stay there and trying to apparently push Chavez out. Play it safe and box. Meldrick Taylor said before the fight, he'll take me to a higher place.
He's there right now. He's there right now, Larry. No question about it. Well said. That is a tired Meldrick Taylor slipping to the canvas. 2 minutes to go. Maybe 2 minutes left in Julio Cesar Chavez's historic unbeaten streak.
You expect the aggression to be with Chavez. It's more so with Taylor. He's feeling like he's behind on points.
Well, they're both tired. But you're right, Ray. It doesn't appear at this moment that Chavez has the stuff to get it done. More pawing than punching now, at a time when he needs the best. Another solid left hook for Meldrick Taylor.
If he gets up, he probably wins the fight. I can't believe it.
Unbelievable! Richard Steele stopped the fight with fewer than 5 seconds to go. You're going to watch Lou Duva go crazy now. You're going to watch Lou Duva go absolutely berserk. This is one of the most unusual calls by a referee in the whole history of the sport.
5 seconds left. I cannot believe they stopped that fight. From the point of view of Chavez, it is one of the most dramatic comebacks in the history of the sport.
Larry, the official time will be 2:58 of the 12th round. He knocked him out with 2 seconds left. Ray Leonard, do you believe it?
I can. I really can.
Richard Steele is regarded by most as the best referee in the sport. He has really put himself on the line. Harold Letterman, your response.
Jim, the last round is the only round that you can be saved by the bell. Okay? But the referee obviously doesn't know how much time is left in a round.
That's right.
Had not Steele stopped the fight, it's very likely that Meldrick Taylor may have won a decision. But the last round is the only round in which you can be saved by the bell. Very, very interesting.
So if Richard Steele didn't stop the fight, Chavez would never have thrown another punch.
Had the judges had Taylor ahead on the scorecards, as we did, Taylor would have won the decision. Very interesting.
There's very little question of that, Harold, unless they were watching an entirely different fight. Here's another look.
It was a solid right hand thrown by Chavez, his desperation punch, if you will, because throughout the whole fight, Meldrick Taylor fought an impressive fight. The left hook set him up for the right hand. And Meldrick trying to hold himself up, get hit by a solid right hand, and goes through the canvas.
Now, here's where Steele makes a critical decision. Taylor was up. My memory tells me by the count of 4, Ray.
I think it was 5. He was up.
You're right, it was 5, 7, 8, 9. Now he looks at him. Are you okay? And stops the fight.
You notice Meldrick looking at his corner for instructions.
He couldn't answer Steele when Steele asked him if he was okay. Is that what's critical, Harold?
That's the point. Meldrick Taylor did not respond, and that's very, very obvious. And when you're a referee, if the guy doesn't respond, you have no choice but to stop the fight because Meldrick Taylor could have been very, very seriously hurt. Therefore, Richard Steele made the right call without question.
That is Steele's criterion here.
Exactly.
If you see it again. Taylor looked at him but didn't say a word and then looked away.
Right. He didn't respond to Steele's question when Steele said, "Are you all right?" There's no doubt that Richard did the right thing. The man could have been seriously hurt. It's a shame that it had to happen, but I agree 100% with the referee in this case.
All right, I think Larry Merchant may be ready to talk to Richard Steele. They're standing in front of a camera right now, and Larry's nodding at me, and yeah, let's go. Larry with Richard Steele.
All right, I'm with Richard Steele, the referee. Richard, you described the end of the fight and why you stopped it.
Well, Larry, I stopped because, Meldrick had took a lot of good shots, a lot of hard shots, and it was time for it to stop. I'm not the timekeeper. I don't care about the time. When I see a man that has enough, I'm stopping the fight.
Did you ask him a question? Did you ask him what his name was, where he was, anything to find out whether he could have gone on, which turned out to be another 2 seconds in the fight?
No, I didn't ask him a question. I asked him, was he all right? And I didn't hear him say a thing, but I was looking at his condition mainly. That's what I was interested in.
Given the stakes of the fight, given the tide of the fight, should you have looked back and seen where Chavez was? Should you have given this man in a fight this big a chance to survive?
There's no fight worth a man's life. I don't care what it is or how many I do. When I get tired of seeing a guy getting pound, and I think he had enough, I'm going to stop him.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now back to you, Jim.
And right now, let's go to ring announcer Chuck Hull for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Richard Steele stops the bout at 2 minutes, 58 seconds of the 12th round. The winner and now holder of both the WBC and IBF 140-pound championships from Culiacan, Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez.
And there's a look at Chavez, and Larry Merchant is with him.
All right, Julio, give us your idea of what happened at the end of the fight.
Darles la idea que tú tienes de la pelea, de la última parte de la pelea. Lo que piensas tú.
Bueno, realmente me sentí cansado, la verdad, sinceramente.
He felt really tired. I felt very, very tired, to be real.
Mi pelea, Meldrick es un gran peleador.
Meldrick's a great fighter.
Es un peleador muy rápido e inteligente.
Very, very intelligent fighter and very quick
Se
fighter.
merece otra oportunidad.
He deserves another shot.
Did you think you were losing the fight and would lose it unless you knocked him out in the 12th round?
¿Y tú crees que estás perdiendo la pelea y la única manera de ganar era por nocaut?
No, yo sabía que la pelea estaba muy pareja, cualquiera podía ganar.
I think that he thinks the fight was still a close fight.
What was so difficult about fighting him?
¿Qué era lo más dificultoso de pelear a él?
Es un peleador rápido, inteligente, le tiras un golpe y te pega 3 golpes.
He's just a very intelligent fighter, very quick fighter. He'll throw 3 punches, and he'll throw 1 punch, and he throws 3 punches back.
Julio, is that the toughest fight of your life? Is he the best fighter you ever fought?
El mejor peleador que has peleado. Sí, él es.
Meldrick sí es uno de los peleadores más fuertes, más duros.
Yes, he's one of the toughest fighters.
And you think definitely that there should be a rematch?
¿Sí crees que debe haber una revancha?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Julio. Great fight, great comeback. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Larry. And just to set the record straight about what was at stake when Richard Steele made the call to stop the fight, our information from the Nevada State Athletic Commission is that Meldrick Taylor would have won a split, not a unanimous, but a split decision. One of the judges had Chavez ahead, but 2 others had Meldrick Taylor winning the fight. So Richard Steele, in effect, prevented Meldrick Taylor from winning a split decision by stopping the fight when he did. Harold Letterman has already offered his opinion, Ray, that it was an entirely justifiable decision. What do you think?
It's a horrible scenario because it was just 2 seconds away from winning or unifying the division. And I think that with Richard Steele, the referee, he's a very competent referee, and he was doing what he felt was in the best interest of the fighter. There's not too much more that needs to be said, Jim.
Let's give credit to Chavez for what has to be seen as another of his long string of incredibly willful and courageous performances. He had to come up with something in the last minute of the fight, and he did.
Well, it was a complete shutout up until like 2 seconds before the round was over. And Meldrick Taylor fought the most perfect fight I've seen in boxing. Tactical, strategic, he did what he had to do to really nullify Chavez.
This defeat will do nothing to diminish the reputation of the great Meldrick Taylor. And Larry Merchant is with him right now.
All right. Meldrick, give us your version of what happened at the end. Did you get any kind of signal from the referee asking you how you were? Do you think you could have gone on?
The fight was 2 seconds in the 12th round. There's no one in the world in hell that he should have stopped this fight. Me leading on the scorecards going into the last round. I got hit with a good punch. I went down.
Here, let's say it here. You got hurt by a right hand. Describe the rest of us.
When I got here, I was exchanging. I should have stayed away from him because I was leading. He caught me with a lucky punch right there. Combinations. And I basically should have closed the gap in between. He caught me with a good right hand. Okay, I took the shot. And I got up. He didn't say anything to me. He didn't say, "Are you okay?" Count. He didn't give me no kind of directions in the corner. And he just stopped the fight. I looked at him. See, he's counting.
All right.
He was all right.
Yeah, he's still look. He's nodding his head at him,
I
Larry.
said, "I'm okay."
You're telling him you're okay.
Yeah, I'm
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He's nodding his head. Are you all right?
Right? Chavez and said, "I'm okay. I'm okay." Then he just stopped.
All right, Lou Duver, manager and co-trainer. Lou, what was your view of that? Should he have stopped the fight? He says, I don't know what time it is. All I know is I've got a hurt fighter in front of me. I don't want him to get hit anymore.
Bullshit. I don't believe that there. He got up. He started to pick up the count. At 6, he got up. And he kept talking to him. And you'll see him, look at the photo again, and you'll see Meldrick nodding at him. And he was okay. And forget about it, he didn't know the time. They got to give the guy a chance. It's a title fight. He wasn't getting hurt out there.
You're saying, Lou, that the referee should, in a fight of this magnitude, somehow take that in consideration, especially what's going on up till now.
Absolutely. The fight was a great fight. Both fighters were great out there. Let the fighter fight out there. He must have had some semblance of how long they had to go out there. But the kid got up. He got up at 6, and he counted 6. Take a look at the photo, and you'll see that 6, Larry. It wasn't at 9. It wasn't at 10. It was at 6. He was up, and he was looking at the referee.
Let's see if we can take another look at that. Fellas back in the truck. Here it is.
Watch when he gets up. Watch when he gets up. Now watch what the count is when he gets up. Now watch his fingers. See his fingers? Now it's 7. See, now it's 8. Now it's 9. Right? Now he's looking at him. Now he's not stopping the fight without even giving him a chance. Come on, Right, so that's baloney.
Did you think you were ahead in that fight, and why were you successful up until that moment?
Well, I know I was ahead because I throw a lot more cleaner shots, a lot more flurries. And leading to the last round, I got a little careless. Just trading his punches and stuff, so I stayed away with the jab. But still, you know, the fight was that good that it should have went to 12 rounds. And it was just premature that he stopped the fight like that. You know, I was magnitude. You know.
Just let me get this straight one last time. When you were up, and you were up at about the count of 5, actually, because it was when he counted 6, he was looking straight in your face. Did you try to signal him in any way, I'm okay, or did you just assume that you were going to go on and finish the round?
I nodded and said, yo, I'm okay. Then he looked at me and was waving his hands. I couldn't believe it. I believe he was stopping the fight.
You'll see him nodding out there, Larry. If you look at that, you'll see him nodding when he's over there. At the count of 6, he's nodding.
Chavez congratulated you on a great fight, and almost the first words out of his mouth was, he deserves a rematch. Do you want a rematch?
I most definitely want a rematch because this fight should have been mine. This should have been in the basket. I had leaned up on the scorecards, and then it was premature. And Richard still would do something like this and start the fight under this false pretense like this with only a few seconds left in a drawn-out fight of this magnitude. And I had a clear conscience. I got up to count of 6, okay? And I grabbed the rope just to keep my balance. And it counted 8, 9, 10. I looked at him, but 9 minutes already. Then he just stopped the fight.
He was ready to go out there, Larry.
I don't understand it, Larry.
Thank you very much, Meldrick and Lou. Back to you, Jim and Ray.
All right.